Hello, my beautiful Pisces. It is time for your August 2021 tarot reading. And I am feeling very positive at this time of year. I know a lot of people are not thrilled with life at the moment. And the world is a weird place right now, but whatever. What can we do about it? We can put our own positive energy into the world and change it. So that's my plan. So I am going to do a very simple little 12 card spread for you to see what's going on this month and in life. And as you can see, I'm using a double deck. I love to use a double deck. If you don't know me, it is kind of my thing. Sometimes I even use a triple deck because I'm a maniac. So here we go. The last of my 12 readings. I have not seen the King of Cups yet today. That's kind of exciting. And we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. So that's kind of different. I don't think I've seen the Queen of Cups either. Wow. 2 Queen of Cups. Okay, there's love going on here. Something's on the horizon here. Wow. This has a very, very powerful feeling. You know, all readings have a certain type of energy, but they don't all have this kind of a like I can feel the wave coming off this reading. It sounds a little nutty, I know, but it is actually totally true. So you have been thinking a lot about a lot of things. Going inside, reflecting. If you have not been, you need to do that. You need to do that. You need to really find that inner wisdom to know what to do. And I know that you guys are extremely intuitive. And so that is something that you, whether you do it consciously or whether you just tap into your own inner wisdom naturally, because Pisces tend to be quite psychic, whether you recognize that or not. Typically, I mean, there are exceptions to everything. But there's this impression of going within, finding your inner wisdom, regrouping, figuring out your next move. And we've got the Hanged Man in reverse here. This often can oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I've got my window open. There's pollen everywhere. I'm allergic to everything. This can indicate a coming out of sort of a state like this, a self-imposed. Now with the Hermit, let me see if I can put this into words. Sometimes it can be almost a self-imposed exile or a sacrificial sort of, I'm not taking part in things with the Hanged Man. And when it's in reverse, it can mean a coming out of that. Kind of like, now, because of the way things have been going and things are opening up and we're being able to be more social, there might be a connotation of that attached to it. It's like you're able to do things you maybe weren't able to do before, but at the same time, I'm going to guess it's more of an internal thing. That you are coming out of this period of not being a hermit, but being very introspective and kind of maybe avoiding some things, maybe avoiding some interactions, maybe just wanting to do your own thing, maybe, you know, staying out of the loop of love because it's complicated, and right now it's even more complicated because of the way people meet and do things. So I'm just gonna, it'll be different for each of you, but for some of you that'll ring very, very true. And then there's this card, the Two of Swords. I get an impression that something about this decision, there's a decision that needs to be made. And I get an impression that something about this has to do with this sort of coming out of this period of kind of being out of the loop and trying to decide to embark on various things, perhaps relationships, or it could even be something like, should I take this job when, this other thing is my comfort zone, something of that nature. It could be anything. It could be, am I going to dive into the social world considering how things are going right now? But there's a definite feeling of something amazing that's brewing, like amazing. But you have been working hard to overcome some things, and maybe that's what this is all about. But you have a little bit of defensiveness. There's this little bit of defensiveness still lurking. And some people would tell you you need to get over that. I'm not going to tell you that because I think it's really valid. There's a reason for this. And when you're ready, you'll let down that guard. And you've got some things to work out. You're trying to figure some stuff out. But you have this reading that is insanely amazing, okay? So let's just deal with this guy because I don't know what he's about for sure. This is all more connected. But the Page of Pentacles, okay, one of my favorite cards in the deck, actually. Or probably because I associate this card with one of my daughters. She doesn't associate this card with her, and she also is a card reader. So if she doesn't, I guess it doesn't really apply. But if you have a child, a teenager, or a very young adult who is very inventive, very, they're mechanical. They like to take things apart and put things together. They're quite bright, fun. Well, not always fun. They can be a little bit heavy duty at times, actually. But they're creative. They're always working on the next project. They are learning about life and how to invest in life and longevity. They're very body-oriented people. They are earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And very exciting people in a very grounded way, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So if you have somebody like that in your life, very good person to know. So then the rest of this is, it's just really exciting. Okay, so I'm just going to put this up here, and then we can kind of concentrate on what's going on here. So, I love this reading. It's so refreshing to have a reading I can truly love because, in the past while, the readings have been so dismal. Okay, so the star is about rebirth, and after all the upheaval of life and everything that goes on, the star is about hope and rebirth and, just really seeking a happy life, a calm life, a peaceful life, a good life, whatever kind of life you want. It's hope. And blind hope may not be good, but hope is imperative to everything we stand for. We have to be able to have hope and know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So this is a beautiful card of rebirth. Everything's going to work out for you. Then we've got the Ace of Cups, which is the beginning, the spark of something you're passionate about. It could be anything. It could be a job, a hobby, a sport. It could be anything that you're passionate about, artistic pursuits. But it can also be a love. And with what's going on here, I'm going to say it's a love interest. I mean, this is very strong reading. Very, very strong reading. Now, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. You are a water sign, Pisces, but Scorpio and Cancer obviously are also water signs. So we've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups twice. So both of these figures, if they are people in your life, one of them may be you, and the other may be another water sign in your life, perhaps a love interest. If it isn't an actual love interest, I mean, one of them can still represent you, but the other can represent you finding that other side of yourself, that person who is the soulmate, the twin flame, whatever you want to call it. I went through life for years and years not believing in soulmates. I really don't think there's only one person for you. There's probably a million people who would be perfect for you. But there are still people that you connect with in ways that it's like no other person. or no other person that you've met, or no other person that you're going to meet. It's your person. Here we have one of the most beautiful cards in the deck, the Two of Cups, which is about a relationship of great unity, equality. Um, really, there's a quality of trust and a bond that's like no other. Now, typically, this does not have to mean a love relationship. It could be your best friend, it could be your business partner, it could be anybody. But when it's coupled with all of this, the cup flowing over of the Ace of Cups, the lovers, and this coupling here that is just all about cups and passion, passion, passion. Then we've got the lovers, and the lovers is exactly what it says. It is lovers. People will try to make this one into a business partnership, and I say, no, sorry, I'm just not going to accept that. This is all about love and sex and passion. This is exciting stuff. And the beginning of things, the beginning of all kinds of possible things. It's like the field of all possibility is wide open. And it's very exciting and passionate. And so I am hoping this is your love interest, this person who you are so connected to, and that whichever one of you this is, that you find that partner that gives you all of this, the overflowing cup. This is a very, very passionate reading, and it's very beautiful. And it's Pisces is typically the last reading I do of my day, and it is lovely for me to end off with this positive note. I don't get readings like this a lot these days. So I'm really happy, and I want your takeaway to be about all of this great, amazing passion in your heart, and that you need to spill out on the world and on another person at least. And you are going to have some experiences that not everybody is going to have, and I wish you the best in that. So I hope to talk to you soon. Take care.